Imagine what it would feel like to take yourself from where you are now today to where you really want to be. What would it be like to have your experience of money no longer be a source of stress, but rather a feeling of excitement and pride? In this video, I want to share with you some thoughts on taking control of your money. That way, you can transform your financial life and really enjoy the freedom you deserve. To me, financial freedom is working because you want to, not because you have to. And that to me is financial freedom. I want to start with this quote by Sir Francis Bacon. He says, "Money is a good servant, but a bad master." Isn't that true though? I've learned that what matters in life is that you master money and that money doesn't master you. Then, and only then, are we free to really live a life on our own terms. Think about it. What if you just woke up and did work that you actually wanted to do, that you were actually passionate about, and you couldn't wait to go to work? Well, for most people, unfortunately, that's not the case. In fact, they dread Monday because they don't want to go to work. They're working in places that they're not passionate about, they don't care about, and they're only doing that to get a paycheck. Isn't that kind of like a form of slavery? To really think about it that way, and to think that people spend decades of their life in that particular situation. Well, we're not that way. Right? Because if you're watching this video, you're in a journey, a financial journey that's exciting. Like any journey, it's challenging, it's got its challenges, but you see these challenges as an opportunity for growth, right? As an opportunity for self-discovery. As you get further away from where you don't want to be, which is your past, and towards a bright future that you see for yourself, where you actually can get to work because you want to, not because you have to, and work in the types of skills and the type of career or job or even business that you start that you're passionate about, right? So, money, it's important for us to put money in its proper perspective. Because that way it really helps us to really set the tone for our lives, because money is a tool, right? It's a tool that's used to be able to pay for the things that we need, right? But let's go ahead and put that in perspective. You see, money is just a tool. So what matters is that you master money and that it doesn't master you. Then you're able to live life on your terms, not on someone else's terms. Not because someone tells you that you have to be at a certain place at a certain time, right? And work 8 hours a day in a job that you're just not happy in. No, you're able to really free yourself and really do the things that you're passionate about, that you wake up joyfully because you get to do that kind of work, right? And just to put money in its proper place, we have to start seeing money as just simply a tool, okay? It's just a tool that's used in the service of others, and also a tool that we used to live a life that brings more quality. Because let's be honest, money does impact the quality of our life. And so we want to kind of think of it as a tool, kind of like a hammer, right? Or any tool that is used for a purpose. So put money in its place. Money is also one way we can turn the dreams we have into the reality that we want to live. Let's say, for instance, you want to contribute in a big way and help others. Well, money is a good avenue and a tool to be able to do that. So either way, if you know that money is a tool, let's say we use that example that I use, that money is like a hammer, you really need to be able to understand how to use that tool. Otherwise, that tool can hurt you, right? If you try to hit a nail with a hammer and you know exactly what you're doing, then you can build a beautiful house. Or you can end up in a hospital because you've hit that nail the wrong way, and it's hurt you or hurt others. And so the same thing too, you've got to know how to use that tool so that you're using it properly. And the problem is most people, they have no idea how to handle money. And they're still using that hammer and wreaking havoc, and definitely not building anything for themselves or for their families. But it's really prudent and wise for us to step back and realize, you know what, I need to get the right skills so that I'm able to use this tool effectively to actually make it work for me. Okay, instead of expending so much energy to try to make it work and not even knowing where to begin. You see, you either master money, or at some level, money's going to master you. A lot of times the feelings we think money will, we work for the feelings that we think money's going to create, right? Feelings of empowerment, freedom, security, maybe helping others that we love and need, and maybe having more choice in life. So the value that we put on money is not really the money, so to speak. It's really the feelings that come from what we spend on, or what we think we're going to get from that. For instance, if you want to buy a nice bag, right, and you think that having money is going to make you happy. Well, let's think about this. Why do you really want that bag, right? Maybe it's a sense of significance that you're looking for, and to feel like you belong into a certain type of society, to just fit in. There's nothing wrong with that. So what you're going after is not necessarily the money, but the ability to fit in. And so you might want to think, what are other ways that I could possibly fit in? Do I really need this particular bag to be able to do that, right? There are other ways. There are other communities that you would actually fit in better and feel the sense of community that you're actually looking for, that you think having money and therefore buying the bag would give you. So we really want to start thinking of our behaviors and the psychology behind what we do, because ultimately we want to boil it down to the ultimate feeling that we're going to get. When you lack confidence about money, it's going to unconsciously affect your confidence in other areas. That's why I say it's important to master your money before it masters you. And when you know about personal finance and how to save money, how to effectively get out of debt and stay out of debt, how to increase your income, whether you're working in your business or you're working for someone in a career, right? How to increase the right skill set, how to negotiate for more, whether it's negotiating with a client or customer or negotiating with your manager, right? And then also how to invest to build real wealth, right? Understanding your risk tolerances and being able to know where to invest and where not to and when. You see, all of this knowledge is going to allow you to gain confidence. And because money happens to be a tool for pretty much everything in our life, you can't even be born these days without it, right? I just had twins 2 years ago, and I'll tell you, that cost a lot of money to be in the hospital, and all of those doctor's visits, right, all along the way, for 9 months to be able to deliver a healthy baby. So even bringing in life costs money. Everything costs money. So this is something that we can't ignore. We've got to get clear, and we've got to get our skill set right so that we're able to get the confidence across these 4 areas that I just mentioned, because that's really going to empower you to use this tool in the right way. But when you take charge of your finances, it really is going to empower you and really excite you to take on other challenges, right? You get more depth and breadth in the subject. The other thing I wanted to talk to you today about is you have to make a shift from being a consumer in the economy to becoming an owner. And you do that by becoming an investor. And it's really important to begin seeing yourself as an investor, because that's really the only way that you're able to make your money finally work for you, instead of you constantly working for money and exchanging your time for money. You see, the only way out of that exchange is by investing. So you really want to get clear with really shifting from being a consumer and constantly looking at things, looking at products, goods, and services from the perspective of a consumer. Really challenge yourself to shift that perspective and start thinking like a business owner, right? And really think, oh gosh, when you're scrolling on Instagram or Facebook or any social media, and you see an ad, the next time you see an ad, instead of thinking, oh, that's a great product, I can't wait to buy it, or you click to understand the product to see if you can buy it, one exercise that I'll challenge you with is, next time you see an ad, take a look at it, not with the perspective of a consumer, but as a business owner. Take a look at that ad and think, wow, that's great copy. Really analyze that copy and see how they were able to hook you in with the words that they strategically placed to get you emotionally involved with the product. See, that is making a shift from a consumer in the economy to becoming an owner. And really think about, gee, if I had a product, I wonder what product that would be. And start really thinking about, if I had a product, what product, or maybe it's not a product, maybe it's a service. And start really thinking of things that way. Also too, maybe that particular ad, what you can do is go online and see if this is in the stock market. Maybe this is something that you can invest in, right? So instead of, for instance, buying a pair of, shoes, a brand name shoes, a brand name belt, brand name bag, and you really enjoy that and you see that ad, why don't you next time, let me take a look at that company, go on the stock market, see and research that company and see how much the stock price is. Maybe you can buy a share. And so that way you're investing on the back end, okay? So this is a fun exercise and I want you to have fun with this, but this is really going to start shifting your mindset and your perspective from a consumer to an investor, okay? So everything we create in our lives starts with a thought. So I want you to start thinking differently and having this new perspective. So, success leaves clues. People who succeed at the highest levels, they're not lucky in doing something differently than everyone else does, right? What they're doing really is they have consistent habits. So that's the third thing I wanted to share with you today is really look back and see what are the people that you admire and see how you can start emulating their habits and behaviors so that you too can reap the benefits of the success that they're having. You see, success is not something that is for the lucky. There's a recipe for success. Just like if you get the right ingredients and you put it in a certain strategic way, and it's in the recipe, right? It's not secret, for instance, how to bake a cake. There's these specific ingredients and there's a way how to put those ingredients and mix it all up, right? Maybe you take the wet ingredients like the milk, the vanilla, and the eggs, you mix that together, and then you take the dry ingredients, the flour, the baking soda, and the sugar, maybe you mix that and then you put it together in a certain kind of way, that type of thing, okay? And then guess what? If you follow the instructions, you're gonna get a cake, right? So the same thing too with success. Success leaves clues and there's a recipe for success. So if there's anyone that you admire, really observe them, step back instead of kind of getting all into the admiration and really looking at it in that perspective. Shift your perspective and start thinking, okay, if success was a recipe, right? What would that look like? And start assessing their behaviors and their habits and their techniques and the way they look at life and their mindset, and see how you can begin implementing these things in your life so that you're also able to reap the rewards. So, there's a lot of great juicy things that I can share with you in this video, but because of not having that much time to be able to spend with you today, I do have to run. I just wanted to leave those 3 thoughts with you, just little crumbs to kind of think about today. That's why I've designed and created my Signature Money Mastery program, because it really does a deep dive into all of these principles and more on how to build a mindset for wealth. You see, 80% is the behavior and psychology, and just 20% is the technicality of financial literacy. But in this masterclass, I combine financial education truly with both the money psychology and mindset, along with financial literacy for a comprehensive financial education. Okay, and traditional personal finance education tends to focus on facts and numbers with ignoring the inner work, the mindset and the behaviors, and true transformation that's needed to build lasting results. You see, it's more than just creating a budget, it's creating a lifestyle to build and keep wealth. So this channel really is about creating that lifestyle, okay? And looking at wealth and personal development in all aspects. So if you're ready to invest in your financial education, this course is for you because it combines getting the full picture of personal finance, helping you create a personal financial action plan. And this program is curated especially for those that are ready to upgrade their mindset for wealth. And this is not for everyone. This is an exclusive experience for the high achievers that truly are committed to their transformation, to get out of debt, save more, increase their income, and invest to build generational wealth. Okay? And so if you're ready to live a life of financial prosperity on your terms, click the link below in the description box to enroll. Also, check out my Goals Mastery program if you feel the need for more clarity in life and you want to get unstuck on other areas in your life that you're working through. This course is going to really help you get clear with what you want in life and identify, define, and align with your vision, mission, and goals. So, it's also great to have motivational and inspirational reminders to keep you moving forward towards your dreams and goals. So click a link below to choose your favorite custom designed gift for yourself, family, and friends in my online merch store. Click the link in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to improve the quality of your life, click the subscribe button to level up. And I'll see you on the next one.